Week 1 is over. Did you get money? If you didn't, that's your fault. But it's week 2 now, so you get a chance to try again. Because I'm sitting here with the Guru and the Swami. Of the Guru and the Swami podcast, and I'm sitting here, of course, with none other than
the Guru
and
the Swami, baby.
You better believe it. And it is nothing but greatness all over the place. It was money last week. We was getting money last week. I can tell you right now, I got some.
Better know it.
I appreciate it. So let's jump right into the games for next week because, or for this week coming up, because those are the games that everybody is looking for. All right, so the first game of the day is going to be Miami and Baltimore. Both teams 1-0. You got spread at +3.5. You got the over-under at 44. And I just want to know what you got, Swami.
Well, last week, Miami offense looked pretty good, man, you know. Tua was able to throw for 270-plus yards. They had over 300 yards total offense. Baltimore, their offense looked pretty average for real, but, you know, you can't really count that. It was kind of bad weather, misty and rainy and stuff. Both defenses was biting. Like I say, you really can't count in the Baltimore game because of the weather, but both teams combined only allow only 17 points between the both of them. At 44.5, the line screams under. A lot of people like the under. I kind of like the under, but talking with my bro over here, the Guru, both of these teams have a lot of firepower. You know what I mean, on the offensive side. So. Personally, I think I'm going to go ahead and stay away from picking a side. But my best bet in this game, I like my man Tyreek Hill to go over 68.5 receiving yards. And that's at a minus 114 on FanDuel.
Okay. Guru?
Well, last year these two teams played, and Miami kind of forced Lamar Jackson into his worst statistical game in his career, man, and he didn't get in the end zone until the fourth quarter. So I think Lamar will kind of look to exact revenge in that area against his hometown team. As the Swami said, both of these teams got tremendous firepower on offense and big playability. So I'm going to take the game over 44. I know everybody love it under. All the signs pointing towards the under, but it's just too much firepower on both sides of the field, and I can't see both of these teams not scoring 24 points apiece. So I like both of these teams get over at least 24 points, and I like it over 44.
Okay. Guru like it over 44. Nothing like it.
Not bad.
Indiana, the Colts are playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's weird because the Colts are 0-1, and then Jacksonville is 0-1. So somebody going to get a win. Somebody's got to go in the front. So odds-wise, they got them at the spread at -4, while the over-under is at 45. Guru, what you got?
Colts, man. The Colts have not won a game in Jacksonville since I was released from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, man, which was 8 years ago.
Gracious.
So they haven't won a game in Jacksonville since 2014, right? They needed a win in Jacksonville last year to get to the playoffs, to clinch a playoff berth, and they lost. Head up to a sorry Jacksonville team.
Sorry.
Jacksonville played Washington kind of tough last week. You know, they was up. big in the fourth quarter and kind of let Washington erase a 22-14 lead and come back and win 28-22.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Indianapolis tied Houston as a 7-point road favorite. They tied Houston, and they going into Jacksonville, a place that they haven't won in 8 years, and they land 4 points. So I can't touch Indianapolis, and I stayed away from Indianapolis for a reason last week because of this same thing. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Matt Ryan. You don't know what you're gonna get out of Indianapolis, and for a team that hasn't won in Jacksonville in 8 years, I can't pick a side in this game because trends are made to be broken, right? And Indianapolis is overdue for a win in this stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yet they haven't won there in 8 years, so I'm not gonna be the one to put a penny on Indy. My best bet in this game actually is Evan Ingram over 2.5 receptions. He caught all 4 of his passes last week.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville gave up 4 catches to the tight end on 5 attempts, so they was 4 for 5 towards the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
And you got them right now at -2.5 receptions, which is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he caught 4 receptions in his first game with Trevor Lawrence ever, then you know the combination between the two is only gonna get better. So I like Evan Ingram over 2.5 receptions.
I like that too.
Evan Ingram over 2.5. Swami, what you got?
Well, like the guru said, the trend goes that Jacksonville owned Indy at home for the past couple of years. You know what I mean? Matt Ryan looked okay. He went 32 for 50, threw for over 300 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not a bad day. Jacksonville had 380 total yards, so you know they was scrappy. They was getting busy a little bit too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Both defenses both gave up points on both sides of the ball. So I really got 2 plays for this game. I like the total going over the 45.5, actually.
Okay.
And my second play is Jacksonville gave up 85 yards to the Washington the Washington Commanders.
Commanders.
Tailback, and my man Jonathan Taylor went for 161 yards last week. So
I didn't know that.
my best play in this game is Jonathan Taylor to go for over 101.5 yards rushing.
That makes sense going against Jacksonville.
Definitely makes sense.
Indeed.
I looked at that prop as well, right? And the reason why I didn't touch the prop because I don't know which way the game is going to go, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. Being that Indy plays so bad in Jacksonville is one of them games where you might get a quarterback throwing interceptions early,
Mhm.
a running back fumbling early, and you just going totally against the game plan. But
Mhm.
I definitely looked at that prop because it makes sense.
And then
Right.
even as bad as Indy played last week, he still put up 160.
Right, because they was able to stick to the run.
Exactly.
But if you get a situation where you come into a stadium where you're not accustomed to winning and things don't go your way early, you might abandon the run early. So it's a great play. Like I said, I looked at the prop, but those are kind of the things that I weighed in when I kind of ran away from that prop.
Yeah, I ain't run away from it.
Yeah, it's a good bet.
He went over 100 yards a lot of games last year, so
Right.
pretty consistent right there.
Didn't he get the scoring title?
The rushing title.
Rushing
Yeah.
title.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Indeed.
I'm dyslexic or something. I know. All right. What about Carolina and the Giants? Now, Carolina is 0-1, and the Giants. I heard
G-Man.
about it. The Giants is 1-0. I don't know if they ever been 1-0.
That was funny.
All right. So the spread is at +2, and the over/under is at 43.5. Swami, what you got?
Well, y'all know how I feel about Baker, man. I told y'all last week. Baker's some trash, and that's why I took Cleveland. But he didn't look great at all. He went 16 for 27, had 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not bad. The Giants look pretty good on the opposite end of that. They had almost 400 yards in total offense. And the win against Tennessee.
If that's the real Saquon,
Yeah, and Saquon healthy, man. Saquon, shit. What he got? 168 rushing yards.
yeah. If
A
that's
healthy
the real
Saquon
him.
is that. Listen, one thing about Saquon, when he's healthy, that's what he do. He produce. I like him, but it's kind of crazy. I wonder why the line is just at -2.5. And seeing that, it kind of scared me. You know what I mean? I couldn't pick what the angle was, so I stayed away from that. You know what I mean? I know the Giants are 19-5-1 to the under in their past 25 games. So my best play in this game is I take the under 43.5. And if I had to choose a side, I would lean towards the New York Giants covering the 2 points.
Listen, that under is a great call because I can't see both of them going over, personally. What about you, Guru?
All right, so I'm kind of touched on everything I was about to say because we absolutely hammered Carolina last year, 25-3, in Carolina, and now we home and we only 2-point underdog. I mean 2-point favorites, not even 2.5. We're only 2-point favorites, which kind of raises my eyebrows because I'm one who kind of reads between the lines. I don't just look at the team and say they favor. Okay, I like them because they won against Tennessee and Carolina lost to Cleveland. I want to know why. We beat these people 25-3 last year, and we only land 2 points, and we home, and we beat them in Carolina. So that's enough to kind of push me away from the side. But the Swami kind of mentioned he didn't know why the number was so low. And the number was so low is because the Giants played 15 straight games as a dog. Like, we ain't been favored in 15 straight games.
That's crazy.
That's the reason for that.
That's a reason for you not to lay 3 points at home.
Right.
Carolina, on the other hand, has lost 8 straight up and against the spread.
And then they got Baker.
Right? So you lost 8 straight up and 8 straight against the spread. So all signs point towards the Giants. You know, Cleveland lost. Cleveland was able to beat Carolina on a late field goal, 58-yard field goal to kind of ruin Baker's revenge. And the Giants went in there and, kicked their ass in Tennessee like I predicted.
Indeed.
But my best bet in this game is actually Saquon Barkley on the money line, -125 to rush for more yards than Christian McCaffrey. As the Swami said, Saquon led all running backs in rushing, and it seems like Carolina got Christian McCaffrey on a pitch count. He only ran the ball 10 times last week for 33 yards, and Nick Chubb ran for 141 on Carolina, and they gave up over 200 yards rushing.
Easy.
So it seems like a no-brainer.
Give me.
Saquon -125 on the money line and rush for more yards than Christian McCaffrey. Even though I do see Christian McCaffrey having a better game than he had last week, I think that they can't survive just giving that man 10 carries a game, right? He has to have more carries than 10 for them to be competitive in the NFL. However, the defense gave up over 200 yards. Saquon ran for over 160 on only 18 carries. And the Giants' defense limited Derrick Henry to just 82 yards on over 20 carries. So if we plan those odds, I'm taking Saquon over Christian McCaffrey on the money line -125.
No day.
Okay.
I like it.
If you don't know, now you know. Tell you what, let's take a break. We'll be back with more of the Guru and the Swami podcast. It's week 2 here at the Bet Motorsport Studios. We are sitting today with the Guru and the Swami's podcast. And if you don't know now, you know. If you didn't get money last week, you tripping. But let's keep this party going. We got another game on the tap, and that's Tampa Bay versus the Saints. Tampa Bay 1-0. Saints 1-0. Right now, the spread is looking at Saints 2.5, or not the Saints 2.5, but minus 2.5.
Tampa minus 2.5.
Saints plus 2.5.
What'd I say?
You kind of said the Saints was minus 2.5, but they get it.
Okay, gotcha. And then the over/under is at 44.5. So, Guru, tell us what you came up with. What's your thought process?
If there's a kryptonite in the NFL for Tom Brady, it's been the Saints in the regular season over the last couple of years. You know, Tom is actually 0-4 against the Saints since he's been in Tampa Bay. And his last meeting against these Saints, well, no quarterback for the Saints. The man got shut out 9-0 in Tampa Bay.
Now, was that with Sean Payton?
Yeah, it could have been with goddamn Gary Payton. They shut Tom Brady out. You know, Sean Payton was an offensive mind, but for them to shut Tom Brady out and kind of embarrass the man in Tampa meant a lot when you haven't won a game against these people in the regular season. With that being said, Brady has a new head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a defensive-minded head coach in Todd Bowles, right? His old head coach has stepped up into the booth, into the office, and is no longer on the sidelines, right? So Tom Brady got a lot that he's dealing with. And I said that last week when I took Tampa and Dallas under. And that's where I'm going with this one. I'm going under the total of 44.5 in this one because, like I said, they got shut out last game. A lot of people showed up on the injury report for Tampa. And a lot of people showed up on the injury report for New Orleans. Jameis Winston dealing with a back injury. Alvin Kamara dealing with a rib injury. I don't think Alvin Kamara is going to actually suit up for this one. Keep your eyes on that to see if Kamara actually suits up, but all signs point towards Kamara missing this game, which is a big
loss
Absolutely. For New Orleans when you talk about offensive production.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard Fournette showed up on the injury report. Mike Evans showed up on the injury report. They're already out without Chris Godwin, and they lost another lineman.
Mm-hmm. And Russell Gage.
Russell Gage is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
He practiced today.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a go more than likely. But he ain't none of the people that I mentioned. Even Julio missed a practice during this week, which is nothing new for Julio. So my best bet in this one is I don't know where the point's going to come from. So I'm taking it under 44.5.
Under 44.5 for the Guru. Swami, what you got, brother?
My man's brilliant. We're pretty much on the same wave, man. Tampa Bay defense on there allowed 244 total yards, like 170 passing yards.
Who they were playing?
You know who they was playing. Cut it out. Cut it out. To the death of me, I rep this. Don't ever get it twisted. But yeah, but Brady was average. Only had 212 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Not too spectacular. You know, they, like you say, they lost Chris Godwin. Jameis Winston, he played pretty solid last week. You know what I mean? He started off kind of slow, but he ended up pretty solid. Had about 270 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. You know, pretty solid. Tampa Bay, like you say, already had O-line problems. Got another O-lineman injured.
Mm-hmm.
Kamara ain't practiced most of the week, so like you say, he most likely not to play. The total went under the last 3 out of 4 meetings between these two. So, like the Guru, I like the total under 44.5 as well. So, and you know what we say.
When the Guru and the Swami meet.
When we meet together and the same and we agree.
You might want to make sure you put that in your parlay.
Guru and the Swami meet. Like last week, We agreed on Miami -3,
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh +7.5,
Mm-hmm.
Philly and Detroit over 48.5.
Mm-hmm.
And we played that parlay in the casino for $200 and cleared over $1,400
Easy.
in return. So if you didn't play that parlay, make sure you pay attention to when the guru and the Swami agree.
Same page means same story, means same result. Plain and simple. All right. Next up, we got Atlanta playing the Rams. Atlanta is 0-1. Rams is 0-1. Right now, you got +10 for the spread and the over under at 47. Swami, the word of yours, brother. What you got?
Well, you already know, man. We all seen it. That was a brilliant game to start off the NFL season. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The Rams only put up a measly 10 points against the Buffalo Bills in a blowout fashion. You know what I mean? Right now, man, for real, the Rams' weapons on offense kind of limited, man. You know, with the ODB leaving and the injury, my man Van Jefferson. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It don't seem like right now like the same Rams that just won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And Atlanta is typical Atlanta. They didn't let goddamn New Orleans come back 23-10 in the fourth quarter. Yo, look, personally, I hate Atlanta. I don't like betting on them. I don't like betting on their games. I don't like betting nothing about them.
I know
We've
who
been
do.
going through this for years.
I know who do.
Who?
Calvin Ridley.
Well, me and my bro, the Guru, been going through this for years. They done fucked up a lot of
They
money.
can find a way to kill you. They
They
gonna kill
gonna
you.
kill you. Yeah,
Me
I mean,
personally, like I can't bet them over.
Me neither.
I can't bet them under.
Me neither.
I can't take them with the points. I can't take them minus the points. I can't bet them.
The Rams defense gave up. What was it? How they put up 31 on them boys? Buffalo put up 31 on them boys, over 400 yards, and it definitely didn't look like the Rams defense I was used to. And I can't bet with Atlanta at all. You know what I mean? And honestly, you know, even though the line looked as crazy it is, Atlanta ain't Buffalo.
Not at all.
You know what I mean?
Hell
So
to the no.
personally, I think the Rams come back. They second week hangover. They had a little rough hangover, Super Bowl hangover's over. They gonna come back and do what the Rams do, and Atlanta gonna do what they do. I think the Rams gonna cover the 10 points. Put your money on that.
Okay. How was the concert?
Excellent.
Oh man, absolutely wonderful, man. It was Nas' birthday.
Yeah,
Wu-Tang, Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes and Nas, man, they did their thing.
enjoyed that.
They left out a lot of classics, you know, but overall, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And people had a good time out there.
I
Hey,
know
look.
you enjoyed the Swami because you said ODB left the Rams.
You better know.
Man, everybody and their mamas out there, one.
Not OPJ.
OBJ,
Man,
said
say
OBD, ODB, the bamboo.
He did say that though.
Hey, look, don't be calling me out though. OBJ, ODB, rest in peace. My nigga Los.
Straight up.
Rest
straight
in
up.
peace, Los, man. We're gonna win some money definitely this week for Los.
Got to.
Done
Got
wrong.
to. All right, Guru, what you got for Atlanta and the Rams?
Atlanta put up 26 points on a really good Saints defense, right?
Mhm.
And the Rams gave up 31 points
Mhm.
against Buffalo. They only scored 10 points. I don't expect that same output from the Rams. I expect them to be able to score because Atlanta gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter alone to Jameis Winston, right? Matthew Stafford, though OBJ, not ODB, left the Rams.
Shimmy,
You know what I mean? I think he's going to work his secondary receivers and tight ends a little bit more. They're going to try to get to the ground game a little bit more. And I don't see the Rams repeating that 10-point effort in this game. I actually like this game over 47 because Atlanta scored, the Rams gave up a lot of points. The Rams didn't score a lot of points, so they're going to come out, with Sean McVay and try their best to score a lot of points. And like I said, Atlanta gave up 17 points in the fourth quarter alone, so they'll give up some points in this one. So I like the total over 47, but I like Matthew Stafford to throw for more than 275 passing yards. That's my best bet. Matthew Stafford over 275 and the game over 47.
Sounds like a plan to me. You might want to put that in. Okay. All right. So next up, we got Seattle +9 against San Francisco. And they're over under at 41. We'll come back to you, Guru.
Listen, I don't know what in the hell the odds makers see when they keep laying all these points with Trey Lance, right? Me personally, the odds makers, they make a lot of money to make these odds, and the Guru makes a lot of money to break these odds.
To break them.
So I don't know what in the hell they see that I don't see when it comes to making San Francisco they was an 8-point favorite, and they done bet the line all the way up to 9 points, right? Which means that the Joes versus the pros is in a
Joes versus the pros.
hell of a battle. And when I say Joes versus the pros, that's the public versus the expert battles. The Joes being the public and the pros being the expert battles. I'm gonna give you a stat that you probably didn't know, right? Geno Smith has covered 9 straight games that he has started.
Gracious.
You probably didn't know that.
No
Only
doubt.
the Guru knows stuff like that. Geno Smith has 9 straight covers as a starting quarterback. San Francisco is 3-9 covering spreads at home, right?
Oh, yeah, we some cut at home.
Seattle has won the last 5 straight against San Francisco.
Definitely.
And they have won 15 out of the last 17 straight up against the Niners, right? And they 12-5 against the spread in the last 17 meetings. So, with all that being said, all signs points to a Seattle cover. I don't know if San Francisco will win straight up, but I'm taking the 9 points and I'm gonna run with them. Nobody can convince me not to take these 9 points that San Francisco is laying at home when they're just 3-9 against the spread in their last 12 games at home. So
I can do.
give me Seattle plus the 9 all day, every day, and twice
week.
on Sunday.
Maybe 3 times on Monday.
Well, I'm going to bet that twice on Sunday. What about you, Swami?
You're not going to bet against your Niners. But, yeah.
What you think more important, my money or my Niners?
To you, your Niners. But, yeah. Well, my man, Trey Lance, like he said, I don't know why they keep betting on this guy. But he looked pretty below average, man. He was 13 for 28, a measly 164 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, and an interception. But in his defense, it was raining and wet.
It was horrible out there.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I can't count that against. Honestly, I can't count it against him. You know what I mean? But
I don't know. Jimmy G played Washington in that same condition.
Jimmy G's
and
on
Jimmy
the
G
bench.
won. That's all those said.
Jimmy G's on the bench.
Jimmy G is on his way back into the starting lineup in
By
a couple of
game
games.
4.
If Seattle win this game, Jimmy G will be starting week 3.
I say week 4. They'll give him one more
Man,
chance.
not going 1-3, brother. Man, they not gonna get that man. Man took these people to the NFC Championship and they benched them for unproven
Gracious.
Trey Lance, who came out and looked like a
Hot
scrub.
garbage.
Yeah.
He ain't got but one more bad game in him.
Yeah. Well, he got a lot more bad games.
No, I'm
in
talking
him.
about before they go and
Get him
pull
out
that-
of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Swami might be right. Might be week 4. I think they're going to
Yeah.
excuse game 1. 'cause
Mhm.
of
Yeah,
what-
you can excuse game
Yeah,
one, but
yeah.
if you lose to Geno Smith at home,
Russell Wilson lost to Geno Smith
And
in Denver.
Geno looked
but
good.
no, he didn't. He was in Seattle. That's what I'm saying. So Russell Wilson lost one game.
Mhm.
Trey Lance lost one game due to bad weather.
Mhm.
But if he lose another game at home against, man, them people gonna call.
We're not going to lose to them.
I don't think you're
I
gonna
don't
lose.
know.
I
I
kind of
don't
like
know.
you on the money line, but I'm
I
taking
don't-
Geno plus them 9.
I don't know. But look, another thing, y'all like to run the ball. San Francisco like to horse the ball, and you lost your starting running back, Elijah Mitchell. And your man Kittle's big time.
He back this week.
He be back. I didn't see that yet.
That groin injury ain't. That,
Yeah, I didn't see him on.
the.
I looked.
Yeah, he
I looked.
practiced today.
I looked
They
on.
even want to practice for him. You
Yeah,
went out there and
yeah.
practice for him, either.
If I could, I
And
would.
like my man said, Seattle has owned the 49ers as of late too. Even though, another disclaimer, they were with Russell Wilson at the helm. You know what I mean? So
But knowing that was with Russell Wilson at the helm, did you know that Geno had 9 straight covers as a starting
I
quarterback?
definitely didn't know that.
Exactly.
That
So
was
that kinda-
fascinating. That was fascinating.
Exactly.
But along with that, Geno looked pretty goddamn good last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Geno
think
went,
at one point he was like 17 for 18.
he went 23 for 28
Oh, wow.
Right.
for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns.
But he did start 17 for 17. But did you know that in his last start,
Mm-hmm.
he started 14 for 14?
No, God gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, Gino, we rooting for you, buddy. Yeah, me. Hey, but look, and that was against supposedly
Good defense.
awesome defense out there in Denver.
Yeah.
So you look good, pretty good. Hey, look, Seattle's been trending to the under. They went 17-8 in the last 25 games to the under. So I like this one to stay under 41 points. I also, like my man say, I don't know why these people keep giving up all these points. I also like Seattle plus the 8.5 points.
I moved up to 9.
Oh, it moved up to 9 already.
Moved up
I
to
like it
9.
even better at 9. And look, hey, I got a bonus for you, a little nugget. I also like the stud, my man Debo Samuels, anytime touchdown at -103 all day long.
You got to hit him with the birthday gifts.
Yeah.
God damn.
Gave him a nugget.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, look, let's take a break, step away for a minute. We'll be back. Listen, coming up, we got the Guru and the Swami's best parlays. We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to week 2 of the Guru and the Swami podcast. If you did not get money last week, you definitely want to make sure you are getting money this week. Make sure y'all post in the comments what your picks are, what you're doing with them. If you winning, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we want to talk about the Guru and the Swami's best parlays. But before we do, Guru, I want to know something. Actually, you too, Swami. What's your best prop bets out there?
My best prop is Saquon Barkley, more rushing yards than
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey at -125. That's my best prop.
Swami?
Well, my best prop bet is Tyreek Hill over 68.5 receiving yards at -114.
If you don't know, I'm gonna give you a little nugget since everybody getting out nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
This is the point of the podcast where you want to grab your pen and your paper and start jotting stuff down. right? You want to be taking notes throughout the whole podcast, but at this point, you might want to get serious about taking out your pen and your paper and jotting stuff down.
And people, don't forget, you can pause the video to go get a pen and
You can
paper.
pause, man, and you can rewind.
Exactly. Okay. Prop bet. What you got?
You just did.
You gave them?
Yeah, I gave you that. Tyreek Hill.
Okay. All right. What about best totals?
Drinking on the podcast again.
Best total, Swami. What you got?
Best total. My best total, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game under 44.
Bucks under 44. Guru.
Here go another nugget.
Uh-oh.
My best total is the Bucks game under 44 and a half. It's actually 44 and a half now. I'm not going to get it at 44. I'm going to get that half. If that half is available, if it's not available, I'm going to buy the half. Because that's what it was when I kind of picked my prop.
Mm-hmm.
And we at a point now where if you don't know, now you know. They agreed. That's a go. Definitely want to write that one down for sure.
Indeed.
What about best team? Best team. Guru, I'm going to start with you.
My best team is actually Baltimore on the money line. Harbaugh is 11-3 in home openers, right?
Mhm.
And this is Miami's head coach first true road game as a head coach. And like I said, they kind of embarrassed Lamar Jackson last year, made him look very, very bad in Miami. However, that game was played on a Thursday night, and a lot of great people look bad on Thursday night.
Something about
Right.
that Thursday night, baby.
Something about the Thursday night. That's why I picked Kansas City and the Chargers game under last night, because Thursday night games tend to go under. You won't get the Thursday night games on the Guru and the Swami podcast. You won't get the Sunday night games on the Guru and the Swami podcast. You won't get the Monday night games on the Guru and Swami podcast. And you will not get the best bets from the Guru and the Swami
Not at
on
all.
the podcast. These are the best of the rest. And my best team is Baltimore on the money line for those reasons that I just explained.
Baltimore on the money line. Well, I mean, I pretty much agree with that. What about you, Swami?
Well,
Best team.
my best team, I'm going to take the spread with the Los Angeles Rams. This is going to be a bounce-back game. Cooper Kupp kind of carried the load. I think it'll be a little easier this week. And yeah, man, I like the Los Angeles Rams to cover that 10. I actually think they beat their ass by maybe 20. So
Well, you got the Swami with the Rams to cover. You got the Guru,
Baltimore on the money line.
Baltimore on the money line. And now it's time for the Guru and the Swami's best parlay picks of the day. Guru.
In my parlay, I got Evan Ingram over 2.5 receptions. I got the Bucks and the Saints under 44.5. Saquon Barkley with more rushing yards than Christian McCaffrey. And I got Matthew Stafford over 274.5 passing yards. I put this parlay together on DraftKings, and $25 will win you $322.19.
Well, that's the definition of a come up.
not bad at all.
At all. Swami, what you got, my man?
Well, I got a nice 4-pick package for you as well. I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers total under 44.5 at -125. I got your man Tyreek Hill over 68.5 receiving yards at -114. I got the New York Giants total under 43.5 at -110. And I got your man, Debo Samuel's anytime touchdown at -140. I put this together in a 4-pick parlay on FanDuel. $25. I won you $251. You dig?
Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take 25 for the Guru. I'm gonna take 25 for the Swami. And I'm gonna bet both parlays. And next week I'm gonna tell you how I came out.
You're a smart man.
Straight up.
And if you are even smarter, you'll take everything that the Guru and the Swami agreed on and put it in a parlay.
Oh man.
And
I might do that too.
you would visit www.betmoresports.com because if you paid attention, we cashed in on the college tickets as well last week.
Indeed.
And you don't get the college parlays on the Guru and the Swami, so you gotta subscribe to betmoresports.com in order to get the best college bets, which we cashed in on. We had Michigan at the half over Hawaii -31.
Lizard.
We had Wake Forest to score more than 12.5 points by halftime.
Lizard.
And we cashed in on a great day of college betting.
But that ain't it, is it?
Not at all.
Because, we seem to get blinded by football season. And from what I can see,
baseball.
because whether you realize it or not, I actually bet. What day was it? Yeah, I bet baseball. One day, every pick came through.
Oh, we was 9 straight in baseball, and we hit 15 out of our last 16 in baseball on the parlays and the straight bets.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. So what I did is, I bet 3 different bets. Right, I put all of them in the same bets except I did one off each one. And the one I did one off was the Yankees game, but I jacked it up because you had Yankees in the money line, and I picked the spread. So had I picked the money line,
You would have won.
I would have won that whole joint, and that would have turned like $5 to $205.
Awesome.
So, but we'll see how it go this week. That's for sure.
Oh,
I missed out on a little bit of change, but I also made up for it 3 times over. So I appreciate y'all, Guru and the Swami. Hey, again, like the Guru said, make sure y'all tune in to next week's podcast. Check out www.betmoresports.com. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the Bet More Sports group. If you don't know now, you know the Bet More Sports group on Facebook is pretty amazing, actually. So you want to make sure that you do whatever you can.
The Guru's been drinking. We upside down, but we knew and improved. We got everything uploaded for you, so all you got to do is scan the card. If you need a card, let me know.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be in the casino this week because the casino owed me a couple dollars.
You better know it.
So we
Yes,
got to
they
go
do.
collect, right?
I've seen them tickets.
And if you don't know, of course you don't know because I haven't told anybody yet. The Guru, the Swami, Avery, Bet More Sports is about to break out with something big and something major, and you won't know until everything is finalized. But once you know, everybody and their mama is going to want to be on the Bet More Sports podcast, and things are going to change. Right, because you should have got on the train before the train pulled off, like I've been telling you this whole time, because the train is pulling off.
Hey, look, better get some money, man. If you watched the podcast last week and put them motherfucking bets in, you would have got yourself some money.
Oh, for the teams, we was like 10 for 11 on the team.
Easy.
You know, and we probably missed maybe 3 from the props and totally altogether. We might have missed 3 out of 20 bets.
That's and that's nuts.
3 out of 20 is crazy.
If you can't get no money out of that, stop betting.
Don't gamble no more.
No.
Because
It ain't for
you.
everybody.
It's not for you, man.
Donate to charity.
But we official. We up. We loaded, and we here to get the people some money.
You better know it.
Make sure y'all tune in. Hey, comment. That's extremely important. We want to know how you feel. We want to know what you think. And
Like and subscribe too.
Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
And for those who I got one person in particular, right? I'm not gonna call his name out.
Call him out.
YB, please stop posting these bad pics on social media for the people to follow, man. You are
Duds.
a slap rock.
Damn. Slap
And
rock.
Gracious.
if you can't put together 5 money lines and each money line is giving up 20 points or better, and 3 out of them 5 money lines lose head up, you are a slap rock, man.
Gracious.
That's all I'm saying.
There's no value in the bets, and the bets is losing. Like, the people are not asking for these bets. Stop.
He
giving
putting it
them
up in the
on Facebook. Stop doing it.
Hey, look, over here we ain't doing no guessing,
We're
man.
not guessing. We are actually handicapping. You'll see that on the card. We're not guessing, man. We actually handicapping. So please, stop giving out these bad bets, man. The people ain't asking you for these bad bets. You're just giving them out for free, and you costing the people money
wasting people time.
and money.
Which is, you can't get either one of them back. So
Hey, well, listen. If it's one thing that you know, if you follow this channel, it's one thing that you know. You know the guru and the Swami is all about them locks.
We don't
So-
do nothing. We gonna get you some money.
They don't do nothing. You gonna get some money.
Oh, and before the Avery closes out, the baseball ticket cashed in again today.
Hmm.
So we are actually 19 out of our last 20
I'm gonna have to hop back on that baseball
in
tomorrow.
baseball.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop back on the baseball tomorrow because when I won that first joint, actually I put in 4 bets and I won 3 of them.
Mhm.
That one Yankees joint had me jacked up, but I won those 3, so I won't really worried about it.
No, you shouldn't be.
Not at all.
Because the goal is to win you some money.
Plain and simple. And listen, if you got a gambling problem, make sure you address that problem right away.
And gamble at your level, man.
Exactly.
Everybody ain't home run hitters. Everybody ain't got the money to be dropping $100, $200, $500,000. Some of y'all $25, $50. Some people $5, $10. What you want to do is pay attention to us.
And
You gonna
win
get you some money.
All right.
Absolutely.
And my perspective is simply win. Don't try to win the lottery. Win.
Anything above what you got is a win, baby.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's gonna do it for this week's episode of the Guru and the Swami.
Mhm.
If you don't know now, you know you got them picks out there, but it's more picks on the BetMo Sports website, so you might want to go there and get them. With that said, we are out of here. Tune in. See y'all next week. Peace.
Till next time.
You dig?